So here we've got a table showing information about the age of teachers. We're going to draw a histogram. So we've got the ages down here and then the frequencies there. So the first thing we need to do is know the formula for working out frequency density, which is what we plot on the y-axis. So the formula for frequency density is going to be frequency divided by class width, and I'm going to tell you a bit more about those when we come on to the relevant bits. So class width is, I'm just going to pop a little extra column in just here for both of those two new bits of information we've got. I find this the best way to help me when I'm drawing a histogram. So we've got class width here. That's just telling you how big the gap is in between your groups, so for age or time or whatever. So I'm just going to fill in my table. There we go. So first thing, class width, I'm going to fill that in. So between 20 and 30 there's 10 years. Then we've got 5, another 5, another 10, between 40 and 50, and the last group is 15, the class width. Okay, so it's just telling you the difference between. So frequency density, we're going to do frequency divided by that class width we've just worked out. So 20 divided by 10 is 2. Use a calculator, that's fine. 22 divided by 5, 4.4. 16 divided by 5 is 3.2. And 13 divided by 10 is easy. So we'll see 1.3. And then 9 divided by 15 is 0.6. So now I have all of that information. I'm going to plot that on my histogram. So I'm going to just shuffle the paper down, there we go. And then I'm going to draw the frequency density, lots of hand gestures, frequency density on the y-axis up to the sky, and then I'm going to draw on the bottom, it's going to be the continuous data, so it's going to be the age or whatever your histogram is going to be about. And then I'm going to decide my scale, so I'm going to start at 20 because that's where my age groups start, and I'm going to go up in nice even intervals just like you would with any other graph. So I'm going up in intervals of 5 here just because that is the easiest thing to do, because there's 5 little squares for every sort of bigger box. And then I'm going to pop the heartbeat in because I don't start at 0. So there we go, there's my little heartbeat. And then on the y-axis I need to draw my frequency density scale. So I'm going to use the really big squares here, and I'm going to go up just in ones all the way up to 5 because my highest frequency density is 4.4. So, ta-da! My first bar is going to be between 20 and 30, and I've got to go up to a height of 2. So between 20 and 30, and then up to a height of 2. So I'm going to just draw that in with a ruler. There we go. And with histograms, the bars need to touch, so you're going to leave no spaces because it's continuous data. So my next bar is between 30 and 35, and this one goes all the way up to 4.4. So it's a nice tall bar. And you can see all the bars are going to be different widths and different heights, and that's fine because for a histogram, the area is what's telling you the frequency rather than the height of each bar. So it'll be the area of each bar that tells you the frequency, and we can use that formula we used right at the beginning of this video to help us work it out. Okay, so I'm going to carry on drawing. I've got my next bar which is going to be y just again, so 1.3, there we go. See, I'm using a ruler and a pencil, not to nag, but we need to be neat and tidy. And then last one, the widest bar of all goes between 50 and 65. And having these different size groups makes it easier to include everyone because there might be a lot less people in some groups. That's why we have wider classes, just because it makes life easier. And I'm just going to colour in my bars just because. Looks nice, doesn't it? And that is how we draw a histogram.